Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are here to talk about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City episode 4. Listen, before we get into the episode, I want to pick a bone really quick. Whoever decided that the Watch What Happens Live episodes with the girls from Salt Lake City need to be included in the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City tab on Peacock, you need to be written up. And I'm gonna take it a step further. I want you to have a PIP. I want you to have a performance plan, because that was a bad decision. And it leads me to believe that something in this season is going to have to do with Watch What Happens Live, but that can't be true, because while Watch What Happens Live is not filmed live, it's filmed at least a week, no more than a week in advance, and we're already done filming this season. So what's going on? What's going on? Let me calm down. Sorry, got a little worked up and scared my mans. Now, back to what I was saying. We need to cut that out because I never know what episode we're really on, but I think we're on 4. So, getting into it. Angie ate down so bad when she looked at Lisa and said, "Let me help you count my cash." Because can you imagine if any one of those women came to Lisa and said, "You don't actually own Vita Tequila. You own 10% and so and so and so and so and so and so owns the rest of it." She would yell louder than she already yells. And again, that's my thing with Lisa. She dishes it out and she actually drags things to hell that she could never actually deal with. She can never deal with people telling her, "You don't own Vita Tequila." She could never deal with people talking about her family the way she talks about others. It's ridiculous. And it is so annoying to me that the levels of loserdom that Heather and Meredith reach to when it comes to defending Lisa. I would actually rather them be quiet. Just continue to be silent, Meredith, and phone in on this season. Then when you open your mouth and you say something so loserish and so dumb to defend Lisa, who is indefensible, right? And I really do believe that Meredith has been so quiet because she can't defend Lisa. She can't. I was going to give Heather a little bit of credit, but the credit that I gave her at the top of the episode quickly got snatched away by the time she got to Angie K's salon, right? I still didn't love at the luncheon when she told Lisa, like, "I cannot deal with you like this. Like, this is not okay." But she still gave the other women way more shit than she did to Lisa. Lisa wants to discredit Angie's salon and be like, "You own 1.5 and you franchise." But then when it came time to put her son's product, which is really her product, but it came time to put her son's product in a salon, who did she ask? Angie. So is my salon good enough for you to ask for a favor for me to carry your product, even though it's not usually the caliber of product that I carry in my store, in my salon? Is it good enough for that? Or am I not really a businesswoman because I only own 1.5 salons and I franchise the rest out? What is it? What is it? Quickly. And you're damn right. I would have said something about that product, Dire Wolf Gang Pug, whatever the fuck that hair paste is. I absolutely would have brought it up, because let's make no mistake, Henry didn't create that shit. He wasn't in the lab cooking. He didn't crowd fund. He didn't do all that. He probably had the idea and his parents assisted him in creating his first business model. And I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking it, but we're not going to sit here and act like this is Henry's brain baby from start to finish, okay? When you sit here and you are trying to discount my business while simultaneously putting your product in my business, you sound stupid, not me. That's just, it is what it is. And then for her to sit there and tell Angie and the other woman, "You guys question everything that I have." Didn't you literally just tell Angie she does not own what she actually owns? That is questioning what somebody has. They didn't question what you had. They questioned what you owed. Why? Because it's in the fucking Salt Lake City Tribune. That's why. She is such a flop. She's such a flop, and she never, ever, ever gets held accountable for being nasty, nasty, rude. I would have so much more respect for her if she came out and she said whatever the fuck it is that is plaguing her. Because I want to be correct. I don't think it's the lawsuits. I don't think it's the debt, whatever is plaguing her. It is something else. And I would, even if she told us 10% of what it was, I think I've said this before, I would have more respect for her instead of just throwing half-ass daggers out at everybody. Because mind you, when she throws the daggers out, they don't even make any fucking sense. That sit down between her and Bronwyn only went so well because Bronwyn came in with the calm head and Bronwyn led the conversation. And mind you, Lisa does not apologize to people. She really doesn't. Even at the luncheon, Angie said, I'm sorry for digging, deep and making that comment. And she's like, it really hurts when it's coming from you. It is no secret that housewives don't know how to apologize, right? No shock there. But Lisa really, really, really takes it to another level, in my personal opinion. And Bronwyn is so much better than me. And honestly, we saw why she is so good at having difficult conversations with people who are hard-headed and have rocks for brains, because we saw her talk to her mom. But I feel like Lisa Barlow is a person that I would want to go tit for tat with. Like, she's like, oh, we're not going to dive into the details and just, nitpick them. No, I would have to, because we're going to get to the root of it. I'm a person that loves to get to the root. I love to get to why, because I'm not apologizing to you if everything that I said to you was a reaction to your bullshit. I'm not apologizing to you. I don't care. Lisa needs to work on her reactions. Like, I know this is Housewives and this is partially why we watch it, but her reactions do not fit the crimes, rather, because it's like, girl, you should be able to like catch light shade and throw light shade. She takes it straight to the gutter. 1, 2. I just want to point out, what did Bronwyn actually do to her? What did Bronwyn actually do to Lisa? Put her in seat 17C? That's not dragging it to hell. That's just taking it to basic seating. Like, you'll be okay, Lisa. Not purchasing that necklace is not a personal blow to Lisa Barlow. Bronwyn did not do anything to her, but the things that Lisa did, calling the jeweler, talking about what Gwen's birth parents actually said about Bronwyn and Gwen, those things are nasty and disgusting. Putting you in seat 17C is not. You'll be okay. Questioning your relationship because I'm new to this dynamic with these women, i.e. filming the show, is not, it's not anything nasty. Lisa Barlow took it to just a disgusting, disgusting place. Bronwyn's better than me. She obviously wants to stay on the show. That's why she made up with her, but couldn't be me. Now, I want to talk about Mary in her church really quickly, because I will say I am really, really happy that Mary is finally getting to tell her story her way. As everybody who has watched this show knows, when Mary first came on the screen, we met her and then we were immediately introduced to the weird dynamic that is her and her husband, who is her grandmother's ex-husband as well. And Mary has never said that it wasn't weird. And that's where I give Mary credit. She didn't sit there and tell us like, oh, it's not weird. She has told us multiple times, like, yeah, when my grandmother told us her wish, we all were like, what? This is weird. Even Robert Sr. Like, it was weird. But Mary's story got so bombarded and scandalized because of the other women, and then by way of the other bloggers as well. I personally always felt like the interview that took place between Mary's mother, and her stepfather was so disgusting. I get it. We all love Bravo. We all love the scandal of it all, but there is a line in which I think was severely crossed when that blogger, I'm not going to say their name, went to interview Mary's mother and her step grandfather. This isn't hard-hitting news. This is not you know, world peace. It's not anything that's going to affect our lives. And I think it was a gross invasion of privacy, and it was a low dig, especially on Mary's mom's part. And I think especially with Black families and Black families that are involved in churches, there's a lot of conversations and dynamics that I do think that people that are not Black will not understand. And when Mary was sitting there talking to her cousin and they were talking about their family dynamics, none of it was like shocking to me, none, because I'm Black, okay? I've heard some plenty situations like that. And if there is one thing about it, and two things for sure, Black folks gonna act up when somebody pass, okay? Black folks gonna act up when somebody pass. So for when Mary told us, like, my mom always knew what was supposed to happen and what the plan was, and that she was never getting the church. And then when my grandmother died and she came in and tried to, folks be acting a fool, okay? So I believe that. I just always wanted Mary to be able to tell her story from her words, and I don't think that Bravo bloggers need to be getting involved in it. It's just gross. And I don't want to say I don't think they do that for other housewives, because I think that they would, but it just felt really invasive to me. Now back to the fun stuff. What did I say? What did I tell y'all? Lisa Barlow is a stunt queen. And what did she do? She tried to pull one of her stunts, and what happened? She got out stunted, okay? How you gonna try and pull a stunt on a bitch and then the bitch eats you up? The bitch being Angie K, respectfully. I love me some Angie K, right? Because how you send your assistant into her salon and say, I'm here to pick up the product? Mind you, you're not picking up the product off the shelves and you're leaving a big hole in her display. She's going into the basement and picking that product out because the product wasn't selling. You're actually helping her out. You're decluttering her salon. 1, 2, to send that lady $600. I would give it to Lisa if she just was like, I'm coming to get the product. Okay, whatever. Still stunty, rehearsed, tired. But the sending the $600, baby, you walked yourself right in to getting eaten up for lunch. Because what did Angie say? You should save that $600 for somebody that is saying that you owe them money. I never said you owed me money. I said, don't discount my business, and my business was good enough for you to put your product in, and your product actually sits on the shelves and collects dust. And then you want to sit there and be like, oh, maybe my cleaners can come by since your salon is so dusty. Again, rehearsed elementary school reads. I know she left that luncheon and wrote in her journal, wrote those things down, wrote out the stunt, wrote out the text, probably in her iOS press release, and kept it in her. She probably has a whole notes app full of comebacks, reads, rehearsed stunts. I just know she does. It was cringy for her, okay? Walked yourself right into that one. Because like Angie said, I never said you owed me money. I never said you owed me money. And then Heather. As much as I wanted to give her a little bit of credit, and I mean a little bit, this much. I want to give her a little bit of credit at the luncheon. I have to take that credit right back away. How the fuck do you sit here and hear everything from start to finish that Lisa pulled, and then you sit there and you're trying to reprimand Angie, and you're like, I'm really disappointed that you got into it with her. She sent somebody into my shop. She insulted my shop for the umpteenth time. She sent me money insinuating that I am broke. And I can't say I never asked you to send me money. You should save that for the lawsuits. Goddamn me. Like, Heather. You, what? What goes on up here? What type of blood oath did Heather and Meredith sign to always protect Lisa, no matter how stupid and loserish it sounds? Answer me that. Answer me that. Okay? And then, to the most chilling part of the episode, Bronwyn's mother. This woman put LD Millionaire, Monica's mom, to shame. I think she put every bad Bravo mom to shame. I honestly do. I was gobsmacked at the things that were coming out of her mouth. And Bronwyn is better than me because she would be at somebody's assisted living and I wouldn't help her sign up for it. I wouldn't help her move into it. You do not get to have a fucking relationship with your granddaughter and you refuse to buy her a fucking sweater when I was pregnant. You are sitting here telling me that if I did not drop her off at your daycare that she would be in foster care. You are skipping so many fucking steps. First of all, like Bronwyn said, I would have worked a second job. I would have figured out a way. And then sitting here telling me you were just so against her being adopted. You know what? If you still feel in your heart that I should have adopted put your granddaughter up for adoption, the one that just walked out of this room, that you have a relationship with, you are still sitting here saying that you think I should have put her up for adoption. You can get the fuck out of my house. Oh, and you know what? Her eyeshadow and eyebrows are not helping whatsoever. I would be like, take her mic pack off right fucking now. Take her mic pack off right now. You will not be in my home. You will not share my spotlight. You will not come to my job. You will not have anything to do with me. And daddy, find a way to pay for his assisted living too. Y'all got me fucked up. I was I mean, that's only a little part of it. All of the stuff that she was saying, I was disgusted. And I don't even like to get super dramatic about these shows, but I really was. I was disgusted by the stuff coming out of her fucking mother's mouth. Oh, what an awful woman. What an awful woman. But that's going to be it for this episode of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Don't forget to drop down in the comments and let me know how you were feeling about this episode. Don't forget to share with your friends. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all on the podcast.